Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gerry Connolly. I represent this area in the United States Congress, the 11th District of Virginia. Delighted to have you all here. The epicenter of technology on the planet, Northern Virginia, Fairfax County. And it is my great honor to welcome the distinguished ranking member of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Elijah Cummings hails from Maryland. And has done a stupendous job in highlighting issues of great importance, certainly to our region and to the future of the country, especially when it comes to technology. So it really is a great honor to have Elijah here and to open up this field hearing, otherwise known as a forum, here in Fairfax County. Welcome, Elijah Cummings. Please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you very much. I want to, first of all, thank Congressman Connolly for organizing this excellent forum today. As the top-ranking Democrat on the Subcommittee on Technology, Information Policy, Intergovernmental Relations, and Procurement Reform, Gerry Connolly has been a true leader in bringing greater focus to technology issues in our committee and in the Congress of the United States. And I want to thank him for his dedication and his hard work on this issue. And he is vigilant 24/7, 365 days a year, 366 in a leap year. Today's discussion presents an important opportunity to hear directly from private sector technology companies and others about how our government can become a more effective and efficient purchaser and user of technology. Technology can be a tool to make our operations more timely and efficient. We are sometimes left costly standalone systems that do not deliver as intended. The promise of cloud computing is that we will be able to become more nimble in our operations at a lower cost to the taxpayer. Savings in infrastructure, electricity, and overhead costs are already starting to be realized through light technology solutions. I believe it is time to modernize the way the government does business. This will require strategic investments in technology, but it will also require strategic investments in our workforce. Our acquisition community needs to have the tools necessary to effectively oversee increasingly complex systems from beginning to the end. These professionals will help ensure that the government is a smart consumer of technology goods and services. Too often our government has been reactive in its approach to technology. For these reasons, I'm looking forward to hearing from the Chief Information Officer about the steps he is taking to put into action the 25-point implementation plan issued by his predecessor in 2010. I also welcome the opportunity to hear from industry leaders who can help us forecast the challenges and opportunities we will face as we continue our attempts to provide efficient, effective, accessible services in the digital environment. And with that, I yield back.
Thank you so much, Representative Cummings, and again, thank you for your leadership. I want to thank you, your staff, the committee staff, my staff, and the staff here at the Government Center of Fairfax County for helping us put together today's event, discussing data center consolidation and the shift to cloud computing. This topic may be the most important development for federal information technology policy and the related technology industry in recent times. That's why when I became ranking member of the Subcommittee of Technology and Procurement, I sent a memo to the new subcommittee chairman outlining proposals for the subcommittee's agenda. The first of which was to support implementation of the 25-point plan you just mentioned, Mr. Cummings, the data center consolidation and cloud computing objectives. Today we'll receive an update on the progress of data center consolidation and cloud computing with leaders in the federal government and the private sector, and we'll discuss how we can expand on our partnership to advance this shared agenda. I want to thank Mr. Van Rokel for participating in this forum and for his leadership in promoting data center consolidation and cloud computing. At the dawn of this millennium, a young man from GAO named Dave McClure testified before our committee, before I was there, about the need for a federal CIO. Mr. McClure said at that time, "Our work shows that agencies continue to be challenged by fundamental weaknesses in information technology investment selection and management control processes," something Mr. Cummings just mentioned. Slow progress in designing and implementing information technology architecture, inadequate or immature software development, cost estimating, and system acquisition practices, the need to build effective chief I/O leadership and organizations, and significant computer security weaknesses. I emphasize that, computer security weaknesses. I think we're going to be talking about that this morning. How far, nonetheless, we've come since the GAO made those recommendations 12 years ago. The Obama administration fulfilled those recommendations by appointing two outstanding CIOs. First, Vivek Kundra, known to many of us in this region, and then Stephen Van Rokel, joining us today, who spearheaded data center consolidation and cloud computing reforms. They already have shut down 250 federal data centers and expect to close 479 more, putting us on track to reach the original target of 800. The CIO has been so successful in this effort that the administration expanded the consolidation target from 800 to 1,200, meaning we will consolidate fully 1/3 of the federal government's data center fleet. Data center consolidation is part of a comprehensive strategy outlined in the CIO's 25-point plan that, again, Mr. Cummings referenced, to improve federal information management performance while reducing costs and improving services. Our agencies do not have to design and implement information technology architectures, one of the problems identified 12 years ago by GAO, because they can store information on the cloud in accordance with the CIO's cloud-first policy. We are reforming systems acquisition by avoiding the need to acquire new data centers at all. Those purchases are unnecessary if we consolidate data centers efficiently and use the cloud, and we save taxpayers money. These reforms lead directly to improved agency performance and public services. Consolidated data storage and management will enable expansion of telework programs by federal agencies and will improve continuity of operation plans, which can ensure federal agencies remain operational during any kind of event. Cloud-based data storage and management allows public servants to incorporate mobile technology and constituent services. For example, when USDA field staff and FEMA emergency relief workers and CBP border guards and port inspectors do their jobs now, they can use mobile technologies until we have efficient, secure, and consolidated data storage and management. The fact that we can improve public service through data center consolidation and cloud computing often gets lost in the more limited debate about cost savings. Data centers are a win-win-win proposal, as they represent savings for taxpayers, opportunities for public-private partnerships, and an opportunity to save energy. And I know Ann Loomis is here from Dominion Resources, and she was just saying earlier, the expansion of data centers in the private sector, not just the public sector, are a big demand on the need for additional power in Virginia. They're that important an energy user. I want to again thank our panelists, whom I'm going to introduce in just a little bit. Together, we're improving the partnership between industry and the federal government to better serve our constituents and your customers. I appreciate the spirit of public service and collaboration and look forward to our discussion. Finally, I want to thank, again, Ranking Member Cummings for his leadership on this and so many other subjects. He has been a real star in the Congress, in the 112th Congress, and a voice of civility, which all too often is lacking in the halls of Congress these days. And as many as you know, we've tried to bring these issues to the attention of our committee's leadership, and while we have not always been successful, I am very gratified that we can find common ground and have been able to collaborate on this forum. And with that, I'm going to introduce our first panelist.